Well, there are so many self-help techniques available out there to deal with stress and anxiety, such as yoga, meditation, progressive muscle relaxation, physical exercise, adequate sleep, good nutrition, and more. What is the best method, Dr. Suneja?
Thank you, Professor. It's a very good question and probably in the minds of a lot of people. But this is just like asking, there are so many foods out there, what is the best food to eat? Obviously, there is no one answer to both of these questions because the answer depends on several factors. Let's take the example of stress and anxiety. In this case, the best method that one can use depends on the individual characteristics. It depends on the source of the stress and the context and the circumstances. Just to give you a couple of examples of the individual characteristics. For example, some people cannot meditate no matter how hard they try. Some people cannot do certain exercises because of their physical limitations. Mm-hmm. And some people don't like a nutritious diet because it doesn't suit their taste. So it depends on the individual. However, all the techniques you mentioned, they can be grouped into two groups. In order to explain that, I will start with an example. Let's say you have a business and you are losing money in it. So you are at the left hand is my break-even point, then you are at this point, right? And you're losing money. Now, what you'd like to do, you would like to break even so that you don't lose any money. So you'll be here. This is good, but it's not good enough. You want to move from here to here. That means you want to have some positive cash flow. You want to have some profit. So similar is the situation with emotions. If my left hand represents the neutral state of neutral emotions, then when we are in stress, we are at the negative level. We are in the negative territory. If we can get rid of this stress and anxiety and bring our state to an even mood, then we'll be here. That is good, but not good enough. What we would like to do, we'd like to move from a negative state to a positive state. And there are several techniques available for that. And so we can group these into two categories. Group one of the techniques which help us get rid of the negative emotions of stress and anxiety and bring us to an even level. Group two, they replace the negative emotions with the positive emotions, which they get us here. And there are several techniques that you mentioned, they belong to group two. And the technique that I'm going to talk today belongs to group two. It replaces our negative emotions of stress and anxiety with positive emotions of peace and happiness. And this technique is not much talked about. And it is based on using our inner strength. So that is the technique I'm going to talk
about. What is this inner strength, Doctor?
Well, by inner strength, I mean the divine love that God packs into us in enormous quantity when He sends us into this world. So that's what is our inner strength.
Wow. Well, we've all heard of love, but what do you mean by divine love? How different is that from the love as we know it?
Yes. In my forthcoming book, which is titled The Amazing Secrets of Karmic Laws, volumes 1 to 4. In volume 4 of that book, I propose a 6-point scale to assess the quality of the emotions. On that scale, the human love scores anywhere from 0 to 2. The mother's love scores 3 or 4. And the divine love scores 6 out of 6.